And if you twerk, we twerk, they twerk.
Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, cite?
That's Pogo Stick's book 2.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Tenzin should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds,
wow. Okay. Cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just keep seeing this ass really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tits stream, our
a little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Well, you know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So, like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb-ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the most
I'm gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like, I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
that's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not... I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic, that is...
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Tenzin gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. You get the squirrel now. They have little chaps
I
on.
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably clapper of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pest of butts.
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Bolo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute with a romanticore. I feel like I've earned it.
Oh boy. Ransom will kind of lean over to Dee Dee and say, "We have a group of manticores up ahead."
Oh yeah, I think the ranger wants to fuck one of them.
Not one. I mean, not anyone. Not a specific one.
Not one, all of them. Got it.
I'm effing. Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of
Twerking?
swaying with the music too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking, like not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
I love you guys.
Oh my god.
I can take them if I can be potion bitch.
Yeah. I feel like you've kind of needed the potions the most so far. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Cause it's my fault if they don't finish.
It's always your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's always the man's fault if women don't finish stuff.
She has a point.
She does have a point. I'm not gonna fight that one because I there's no way for me to win that one.
Nope.
You're a little bit outnumbered.
So in a flash of teleportation light, and there is no twerking unless you want there to be.
No.
I'm twerking. Don't tell me I can't twerk. I'm
I-
just gonna twerk if she wants to.
You can leave your cares behind because if your
Is
friends don't twerk,
there like Doctor Who noises as she twerks through the universe?
Jesus.
hey,
That's funny.
at least you don't
That's
hear the
hilarious.
sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky moist whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
How did you make it worse? Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think is it.
No, I did not call you hookers.
I mean,
said, here we
I
go,
wouldn't
folks.
care. I just
Okay,
I resemble that remark.
and so I technically was considered
go.
a hooker.
We're live, by the way.
Hi guys.
How's everybody doing tonight? It is lovely to see you all.
Well, obviously we're in a mood, per usual.
Well, we're in a mood because it's the night before a holiday, and hopefully, well, I know somebody on the stream has to work tomorrow, and that sucks for her.
Yeah, I'm actually working on a day off. It sucks.
Aw. Myriad, I have to allow
I
you
just got auto-modded, bitch! What the fuck?
because you literally put the word hookers in the chat.
Because you were gonna mod me, that wouldn't have happened.
Wait, what happened?
Oh Lord, Myriad, you are now modded.
Thank you. Now I can freely say the word hookers without getting my ass kicked by auto-mod.
You are all. I don't believe Jax is yet, but
Oops.
yeah.
Yeah, but apparently Restream doesn't get auto-modded.
I'll bet you could say it on Prater's channel.
You can, since they just proved it.
Right. But the point there is, our Magic games and our D&D games are mostly all women, and we don't really want you know how the internet is.
What?
Yes, the internet is the internet. Anyway, welcome everybody. It is lovely to see you all. And let's go around, introduce ourselves, and tell us who you are and who your character is. And then we'll take a little bit of time to catch everybody up because I literally had to spend an hour this afternoon watching the restream to figure out what the fuck was going on. So
Can I be like the corniest asshole? I just pulled out my my screen because I'm still setting up my computer, and this came out.
Aww.
Little niece.
That's super cute.
Aww. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still full part of this bitch stuff, so.
All right. Well, then we'll end with you since you are still hooking your shit up. Why don't we start with Myriad and go clockwise?
Hi, I'm Myriad. You can call me Myriad or Myriad. Don't call me Myriad_XF. That's fucking weird.
One day you will forget.
Nope. I stream here on twitch.tv/Myriad_X. I play a lot of cozy games. I play some spooky games occasionally. Other times I do other stuff. Yeah, I'm everywhere else playing in various D&D and TTRPG games. And I play Hiccup. Hold on, wait, I'll do it. Hold on, I'll do it.
Do it. Wait, don't do it yet. Wait for it. I'm going to full screen you. Hiccup confessional. Go ahead, do it.
I'm Hiccup. I am become God. Hello, everyone. It is me. I am little and small, but mighty, and I will probably be your overlord soon. All hail me. Thank you. Bye.
I love it. That was fucking awesome.
Brilliant.
Yay. I put up your thingy. Are you going to stream after this tonight? I don't know if there's a way to raid right into you, but you're going to take a little break and have some dinner.
Yeah. I'll probably be starting up like an hour or so after, depending on when we end.
All right. So for all of you people who watch us, go watch Myriad an hour after we end. Jax, who are you and who are you playing?
Yo!
Yo!
I'm Zan, the human sorceress of the Dragony Persuasion. And I went to the it was the place, the Sundath Blending.
Oh, you went to
Lane.
You went to the Sindath line. Sindath line.
God, I'm trying to this tiny map. Anyway, I need to open it. There we go. And okay, now I can actually read it. And I think they thought I was trying to be a slaver. But that's
well, you literally walked in and asked if they could move human cargo. I mean,
so I don't know why that wasn't clear, but
I'm gonna give you the chance to answer this one for Ella, whose Pepsi was not here last time. Why was there a conversation about smuggling humans or people in any event? Do you remember?
So we have a friend with us, and I would like to get him, whatever, home, and us home eventually. But there's a trading company that trades in just about everything. So I asked about moving people.
Let me fill in the blank here. The fill in the blank is that the friend that Senzan is talking about was one of the astral elves that had basically teleported onto your ship and was trying to kill you, and you have found out that they are all clones. Your friend is named 13597.
Bob.
So, and 13597 is with Senzan. Yes, is with Senzan wearing one of those brooches, the illusion brooches that you got for the dance at Strixhaven, these many months ago when you were still back on your home plane.
He looks like an Eric Okra because he decided he really liked cake.
Yep. He wanted to be Hiccup, but that was a problem, apparently.
He's trying to steal my identity, and I don't like that shit at all.
All right, let us move on to Clover B. Who's your character? Are you playing and stuff and things?
Hi everyone, I'm Clover B. I play Monty, and well, you know what she did explains who she is. She spent this past day in the Low City Market hawking some delightful wares that she cooked up in her cauldron, making some money. selling people some things that might heal them, might cause some psychological damage. You don't know, neither do I. But it's a great time.
All right, cool. And Maudit is a what?
Oh, yes, she is a witch who thought she was summoning familiars, but was actually just had an interdimensional transportation circle that sucked a new pest from the Sedgemoor every time one of them died. So Erica the Fifth is actually Erica number 5.
Yup. All right. Pepsi Max Danella Darling.
Hi. I'm Ella Darling, and you can find all of me on elladarling.com. And I play Pepsi Maxton. I am a satyr bard, and I have not played in like over a month, so I don't remember fuck all. But yeah, I'm really happy to be here. I think
It's lovely to have you.
I think maybe Maudit wares wore me out, and I just took a really long nap.
I invoked some storyteller fiat last game, and when we last saw Maudit, she was hawking her wares in the low market with Pepsi sitting on the corner of the stall singing a song about being the pusher lady. So that is where we left those two. Was 13597 with you or with Senzan?
Senzan.
Got it. Sadly, our other ADHD player, who actually needs the most of the background, is not here yet. She will join, I'm sure, eventually. But we will take a 3-minute break and get poor Star Cells up to speed when she actually joins us. So, anything else? So, let me set the stage for everyone just for a moment. You have arrived at the Rock of Brawl after an emergency warp, for lack of a better word, from an exploding nautiloid after being in combat with ship-to-ship combat between the Moist Pleasure Barge and a certain nautiloid servant of the Zyrixian Empire. They transported some people on board. There was a combat. One of them ran away and surrendered to you after the combat. And that is 13597. You learned that they are all clones, and 13597 knows nothing but being bred to be a warrior for the Zyrixian Empire. Right now, 13597 is with Senzan and I believe Theris and Aurora at the Syndiath line, or about to leave the Syndiath line and meet you guys back at the Laughing... What is it? The Laughing Beholder?
The Happy Beholder.
The Happy Beholder, which is indeed run
Luigi.
by a beholder named Luigi.
Aww.
Yeah.
Is he nice?
He's been nothing but pleasant, and thank you for the correction, both Myriad and Clover B. He is indeed a gnome. He is not an albino dwarf. He is a gnome. So your friend Sithis.
Oh. And Pepsi fell in love with him.
That was
original Sithis.
That was original Sithis. This is gnome Sithis
name.
that we forgot his name, so we've been calling him Sithis the Younger.
Oh, well, love is fleeting.
You're not wrong. Anyway.
And I was trying to raise 5,000 gold, because if I can raise 5,000 gold, we can make a copy of this navigation deck before we sell it for 22,000 gold. So then we make a net profit.
Right. It was... So what Sithis had said was, he has set up a meeting tonight with someone at the Mercator, is that how I pronounce it? The Mercane Agency. His contact there, and the Mercane Agency are basically information brokers. And someone there will help him either forge, buy, or sell these nav decks.
Why did what's the person's name that surrendered? the numbers. 13595.
Bob.
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 Why did Bob surrender to us?
Because we killed all his friends.
We kicked their asses.
Okay. And
You didn't want this smoke.
it's his demeanor.
So Bob is one of the space drow,
His demeanor is stupid.
for the most
And
part.
like cult refugee-esque, which is why most of us take pity on him, because we're like, we don't really want to kill somebody who's too dumb to know better.
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
All right, cool. Anything else we should talk about? Let me see. I've got some notes here, but I don't know that they're for your consumption. Let me read through them. Just to confirm, you have nav decks for the Rock of Brawl and the Grand Bazaar of Ether Vandalia on the desert planet. So those are the two nav decks you actually own right now. Maudit's got her stall in the Lesser Market. Senzan found out that the middle and high districts get better air as she was walking into the middle district. So there's, make of that what you will. The people who live in the richer districts get better quality air.
And more metal.
And there's more metal as you get into the richer districts, yes. You did learn that both wood and metal are premium in space.
That makes sense.
And Senzan did find out that the Syndiath line does indeed smuggle. Let's see. You did meet, as you docked, a GIF. The race of GIF are basically hippo people. They're tall, broad-shouldered people with hippo-like features. He is the harbor master, and who else did you meet?
We asked about the library. I remember being told it was dumb.
It is not a lending library. You can go there and do some research, but you cannot buy or take anything out.
They want to stifle my knowledge.
And I think that's where we'll pick everything up.
The red masks was another thing.
Red masks.
We had asked about.
Okay. What do you want to know about them? What Sithis told you about them was, they're a not so veiled youth group that want to sort of impose a socialist ideal all over the Rock of Brawl and get rid of the monarchy. A lot of people kind of laugh at them, but they still exist, and they have a very ridiculously see-through front as a tavern and playhouse at the Red Masks Guildhouse. But
Should
everybody
we help these guys
knows.
overthrow the monarchy?
I am so that's on my bucket list.
I would say yes, considering that the monarchy has the entire other half of the rock plus Starhaven, which I think is a little bit of bullshit.
I don't think that's fair. I think that air should be equal for all. Yeah, let's go overthrow a monarchy, I guess.
Yeah,
All right.
but first let's get that 5,000 gold.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are separated right now. Maudit and Theras and and Pepsi are in the marketplace, correct?
I'm in the
and-
marketplace too. I bought books.
Oh, so was it Aurora that went with 13579 and Senzan?
I think so, yeah.
All right, let's do Senzan first. You guys can think about what it is you're doing in the marketplace. Senzan, are you doing anything else at the Syndiath line, or are you heading back to the Happy Beholder?
Is there anything? I'm trying to see if I'm gonna go by Gasper's reclamations on the way.
All right. You Gasper's Reclamations is in the Middle District as well. It is a small shop, and the door is made of wood, which you've come to realize is a sign of wealth. And just some very fine brass plaque next to the door that says Gasper's Reclamations. If you have the money, we'll find it.
I'll try the door. Is it open?
It is indeed. It's you guys arrived midday. You spent some time doing things. It's just after dinner, early evening. So yes, they're still open. You walk in, there's the door ding ding ling ling, and there is a halfling behind a counter, and he steps up on something and comes up to about his chest and says, "Hello, welcome. I'm Gaspar. How can I help you?"
Hey, what do you reclaim?
What are you missing? Mostly magic items, gems, things that go missing. Did you lose something?
Perhaps a thought. Can you explain thoughts?
I think you want a mage for that. You haven't run afoul of one of the guilds, have you? Things tend to go missing from people who've run afoul of one of the guilds.
I sure hope not. We're still pretty new here. I mean, I'm a performer. Is there a guild that you would recommend I check out?
There's not really a performers guild per se, but I mean, if you really wanted, have you talked to Luigi? Luigi pays pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's also the Juggler's Folk Guild House. Yeah.
Do they put on shows? I mean, I'm assuming do they go to taverns, and is it like a bardic thing, or?
Well, look, you could perform on a street corner for money. Sometimes, if people are good, they can make a good deal of coin that way. But your best bets are the Happy Beholder, the Red Mask Guild House, the actually performing in one of the marketplaces could be lucrative too. The Juggler's Folk Guild House, and during a festival, the Festival Grounds.
Yeah, when is the next festival?
I'm rolling a die. 3 weeks time.
Okay.
It is the Festival of the Burning Lights.
Oh, interesting.
Not a 4th of July allegory at all.
Which is funny because I just pulled that out of my ass. I did not pull. Wait, I pulled Burning Lights out of. Never mind.
So, okay. I mean, wouldn't it be cool? I could put on like a fire sort of themed production. I mean, that would go well, right? And imagine it in the dark, and then like lights, fire, and I think it'd be really cool.
Are you talking to the shop owner, saying that?
Yeah, I'm just chatting.
Okay, he says. Yeah, I guess that could be cool. Is that what you do? You do fire magic? Are you a fire mage?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I can do a little fire magic. So I'm sure I could use it in an entertaining way. Why not, right? I mean, I play instruments.
Well, hold on for a second. Do you use it in an other than entertaining way? Are you for hire?
Perhaps.
Well, here, he hands you a card. It says, Gaspar's, and it's got the street address on it. He says, if you decide you want to make some coin and you're not above a little, I don't know, force, if necessary, we could always use someone like you.
Yeah, I suppose I'm a little easy to underestimate by how I look, but I pack a punch when I need to.
Good to know. What about your friends, the bird person and the what is your race? He's looking directly at Aurora. And
oh God.
And Aurora says, "Oh no, I'm from a plane called Barovia. I'm not an astral elf. Nope, not me." I'm gonna actually have Aurora roll for that one. Let's see if
I love Suzanne being like, "Oh yes, I'm very easy to underestimate," while she's wearing the assless chaps of murder.
I know, right? Let's see. Oh no, she has because she's got a symbiote, so she's got disadvantage on persuasion. Actually, I'm gonna do performance. She's lying. She's lying. She's, not lying, but embellishing. I think a 24 works. She manages to convince the Gaspar that she is not a astral elf space drow trying to infiltrate.
The way she said it did not sound very convincing.
Yeah, but Seth is not. Seth is nowhere near as convincing as Aurora. So.
She's like, I'm a drow, not your drow, though. Definitely a different drow.
This is not the drow you're looking for.
D-R-A-U, not D-R-O-W.
Right. All right, cool. Anything else you want to do, Senzan?
Is there anything in the shop to buy, or is it just sort of a place to meet, like an office?
There's a couple of tables, small tables with lamps on them, but it's mostly people come in, they talk to the Gaspar or someone who can help them recover a lost good. Give me an insight check.
Oh crap. One moment. Okay, insight. Boop. Ooh.
All right, that's pretty high. So the way he's talking about the guilds, you get the sense that the guilds on the Rock of Baral are basically each a thieves guild. And so there's basically 4 guilds that have political power, and the way he's talking about them leads you to believe that they all operate kind of like a thieves guild. And you're not sure which one he works for, but a lot of things tend to go missing if you run afoul of an opposite guild.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think I will flip over the scene unless there's anything else you want to do.
No, I'm good for now, thanks.
All right, over to our witch, our wizard, and our bard in the lesser market selling drugs.
Yeah!
That's like the start of a joke. So a witch, a wizard, and a bard walk into a bar.
With a big bag full of drugs.
What are we doing? We're Muddy's selling her wares.
Yep,
Yeah.
and you bought 2 books last time, if I am not mistaken.
I'm reading them.
So you're kind of... Pepsi's doing whatever Pepsi does, and Maudit is selling drugs, and Hiccup is just crouched down behind the table, just like head in a book.
Yeah, just full gremlin.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Making money.
What is Pepsi doing while this is going on?
Where is Bob?
Bob is with Senzan and Aurora.
Okay.
I love that she gets to use that little icon when she has to go to the bathroom.
I got food.
That is. I'm not sure what Pepsi's doing.
You are in the middle of a bazaar on. It's the low market. It's not the Shishi high market in the middle of the rock. This place is, weird foods, weird spices. Think people who are just off their spelljamming vessels, selling whatever cargo they have. This is, it is a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Amazing. Okay.
Right. Let me give you some options, right? You can look around for interesting other substances. You could play give Muddy advantage on roll. So I'll basically give her extra money if you're sitting there playing your instruments, trying to get people over to check out her wares. You could, you're actually pretty proficient in pickpocketing, but maybe not the best idea.
I am. Is there a brothel in town?
Absolutely.
How far is it from our little stand?
Let me take a look. Hold on, let me flip over to the map scene, and it would help if I brought it up. So, are you looking for rich person brothel, or are you looking for, salt of the earth brothel?
Rich person brothel.
All right, you find that there is a place in the high city just to the north of the festival, just to the east of the festival grounds, called, and I'm just going to use it again, Myriad. The Gossamer Chateau.
The Gossamer Chateau. That
Yes.
sounds so classy. And what about the lower end one?
Oh God, the meds work. I was gonna say Slag Shack, but no. The one.
The Jiggle Factory.
There you go. Done. Named. It is the JFC. Who knows what that stands for?
Just fucking crossed.
I was gonna say Jesus fucking Christ.
That too.
Yeah, okay. How far is that from our little area?
Which one? If you look at the map, so right now, Erica is showing where the you and Hiccup and Maudit are, and the Moist Pleasure Barge icon right here is showing where Senzan and 13579 and Aurora are.
Okay, so High City would be, that's the Gossamer Chateau. And where is the Jiggle Factory?
The Jiggle Factory is probably like right off, so right near where the low market is, because obviously, you know, people have money to spend in the market.
Oh man, I wanted it to be in Gift Town.
The low market is where we're at, correct?
Right, it's where Erica is right now on the map.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I figured we'd probably have a house somewhere nearby.
Yep.
So I want to go there and I want to talk to the ladies. And I will come. Actually, first I'm going to go to the market, and I want to find just something nice to bring them, like pastries. If there's banana topping.
What did we decide last time? There is a knockoff McDonald's franchise called something, but sure, no. There is a Nana Toppins, because they've franchised out into space. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, I bring just a bunch of snacks. And maybe, hey, Maudit.
Yeah.
What do you have anything that would be good for like sexy times? Like,
ooh,
maybe
Starcells has just joined the Albert Rodeo map, so maybe we'll have her shortly.
something that will inspire boldness in one, perhaps, or maybe like not the opposite of last longer pills. Like get them out the door. What have you got? Do you have any?
Let me see. I mean,
Minuteman
I was
pills.
gonna say, I've just got poison. But I think that's a bit much. I
mean, I'm gonna say that you could absolutely create something like that. Maybe not immediately. It might take you some time. But
fly or something.
I've got my like miniature cauldron.
Okay. Well,
I'll tell you what. If you don't mind taking only half cash for this first day, then you will take some time and brew this for Pepsi.
Yeah, I can like use my various mushrooms that grow on my hat, and I can make a Minuteman potion.
Ms. Smelly Smoke Magic Bee, I would like to know what does a pre-ejaculation potion smell like? Please tell me, as you are brewing it, what does this smell like to everybody else around you?
Well, it smells a lot like the manure I use as fertilizer.
Okay.
With
Hey,
a
and there's
little-
Papa Prater joining us just for this conversation.
Hey.
With, I add in a little bit of like rooibos tea for flavor and to mask the scent when giving it to unsuspecting targets.
Alrighty then. Pepsi, you've got Maudit has prepared some fine potion work.
And obviously, the least I can do is give you advantage on whatever. So, part of inspiration. I sing a real cool song about this bitchin' stuff. All right, so I want to go to the brothel, the rich one, the fancy one.
Oh, you're going to the fancy one. All right, you're going up to the Gossamer Chateau.
Is that where the rich people would go?
Yes.
Right. Then yes, that's where I'm going. And I want to just see if there's like a little like hang room that I can stealth my way to and just go and like, make some friends.
Okay. So is your intent in doing this to try to make friends with people who would probably have the ear of important people and...
Precisely.
Got it. All right, give me a persuasion check with advantage. You're not symbioted up, or are you?
I am.
All right, then no advantage. You don't have disadvantage on this one though, because you brought them gifts. You brought them the knowledge of how to get clients in and out much more quickly.
Yeah. Just like I am not signed in. Will you roll for me?
Sure. I believe you have the same thing as Aurora, so I'm just going to roll Aurora's, but not with disadvantage. Flat roll. Sure you want that? Because I rolled a 9 with the bonuses.
No, never mind. I'm logging in.
Go ahead and log in. We'll wait for you. Is anyone else? Is Hiccup going to still stick around there?
Wait,
I'll take that 19.
Around the cart with
Yeah.
Marty.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with Marty. I'm just trying to read.
Got it. All right, cool. Then that 19 is great. You do just fine. By the way, when you get there, it is, fake marble columns because there's no marble on this rock, right?
It's like a cheese factory.
Right, but it looks nice. There's a lot of wood. There's metal edging on the tables and doors, which is a sign of affluence here. And there are genders and sexual identities you've never heard of. There are people who look like amoebas. They only look humanoid because they choose to take that form. So they are patrons and workers. There are GIF, humans, elves, halflings, you name it, of every gender or no gender at all. It is fanfic for the weirdest among us.
Excellent. Is there a room that is not a client space?
Are you going to try to talk your way into like the break room, basically?
Yeah, basically. Or if there's like someone in charge. Who's in charge?
There is someone. They come up to you as you walk in and greet you. It is a plasmoid form with appendages that look like arms and legs, breasts. They seem to be presenting female, long flowy hair that's all attached. There are no pieces to it. And a vibration comes up out of their throat and says, "Hello, I am Alpha Tripartite."
Pleasure to meet you.
What can we do for you here at the chateau?
I just arrived and I like to make friends, and I came bearing gifts because I find that this is a great place to find people that I get along with. So I just wanted to come in. How are you doing?
What species are you? I've never met a humanoid with those sorts of feet.
I'm a stager.
You're not looking for a job, are you?
No. Not
Okay,
today. Just information.
Just like everything else, information costs money.
Let me tell you about this cool potion that my friend brewed up.
All right, and here's where that roll will have come in. And I'm going to jump back to other folks, and we'll come back to this in a minute. Okay. Maudit, you're still selling, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. What is Senzan, Aurora, and 13579 doing?
Bob.
Bob. Are you talking to mute?
Oh man, that was funny too. I was singing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. I'm gonna go to the Red Mask Guild house now.
Okay. All right,
See what's up.
you make your way. You're making your way over to the Red Mask Guild House, which is in the. You're sticking around firmly in the Middle District, and it looks like a tavern on the outside. All right, and it is not terribly. It doesn't look like the owners are very wealthy. There are a lot of young people, young elves, halflings, orcs, half orcs, but the crowd is decidedly younger here, and it, for all intents and purposes, looks like a tavern.
I'm gonna flip my hair back and stroll on in like I own the joint.
All right,
with my
cool.
charisma.
Yep, you indeed have a very high charisma. People do take notice.
I'm gonna bang someone in this campaign. What? I mean, what's up?
I'm sorry. You have a disadvantage to persuasion and an advantage to intimidation. So I'm just trying to figure out how that's going to play out.
I know.
Anyway. I mean, your symbiote is basically cock blocking you. Yes.
Clearly, someone is going to be so intimidated by her that they get really turned on about it, and then they just really wanna fuck.
Hey,
you know.
I just need the right kink. Okay. I mean, right.
You are in the right place, folks. You are. Mm-hmm. This is, yeah.
Roll 34, baby.
There was a shirt I should have bought years ago, and I can't find it again. It literally just said, "I am Rule 34." Anyway. All right. You go into the Red Mask's Guild House, and there is anything. What do you want to do? Do you want to talk to the bartender? There's a woman behind the bar, tending the bar. She looks like Maudit. She's green.
Yeah, we'll go up to her and I'll say, "Hello. I was recommended to come here."
All right, wonderful. How can I help you? Do you want a drink? We've got ale. We've got all kinds of harder liquors.
I'll just take whatever the house special.
Okay, great. And she hands you a drink that has dry ice shit pouring off the top, and yes, there is a little tentacle hanging out of the side.
So
that'll be 5 silver.
Oh sure, absolutely. I slide that across. I ask my companions politely if they would like something.
13579 looks at it and goes, "Sure. What is it?" And the bartender looks at you and says, "It's a little of this, a little of that. You're not allergic to citrus or seafood, right?" He has no idea what that means, and he just looks and goes, "No."
Nah, he's good. Go ahead, give him one.
Right.
Please.
Aurora just knocks hers right back.
Nice.
You notice a faint little bit of red running down the trickle of the side of her mouth.
I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out my options as far as perhaps performing. I'm a performer. I play instruments.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We hire all the time. You get free room and board. You get free meals. We pay you 10 gold pieces a night plus whatever you get in tips.
Oh, great. Great.
What do you do?
So I play the horn and the drum mainly.
All right. Aurora pulls out her instruments. I think she's got she doesn't always carry the war gong with her. She pulls out her pan flute, of course. And she plays a little ditty. She's like, "I'll join you if you want to play here."
Sweet. How does that sound, ma'am?
Sure. I mean, I've got something lined up for tonight, but tomorrow night?
Yeah, that could work, right? Yeah.
Excellent. What's your name? She holds her hand out and says, "I actually brought it up here. Her name is Syrian, Cyrian.
Senzan.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
A place called Faerun.
Where's Faerun? Where's that?
Far, far away.
In a galaxy far, far away. Yeah. What brings you here? Are you a trade? Are you a traveling musician? What? How'd you get to the Rock? Not a lot of people know about the Rock.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to sound like I'm a follower per se, but I'm just kind of along for the ride for this section with my companions. They're in another part of town.
Okay. What do they do? Are they performers too?
Some of them, yeah, they sure are. We have quite a little band, all of us put together, but I don't know if they'll be here tomorrow or not.
Oh, excellent. I'd love to hear them all.
Yeah, I'll try to get them over here.
That's awesome. She seems genuinely happy to have made a new friend and to have booked a band for tomorrow night. Or at least a performer.
All right, great. Do I see anything? I'm going to kind of turn around and do the lean on the bar with my elbows, look around with drink thing.
Aurora is doing the exact same thing, so go ahead and roll perception with advantage. You're both scanning the room while looking like you're not doing that.
Yeah. What am I rolling, sorry?
Perception.
15. Let's see if I can get higher. 15 twice.
That's hilarious. You do actually see in several corners there's young people kind of huddled together. And they're just having heated discussions, some angry, some just intense. And you remember what Sithis told you about the fact that this is vaguely a front for, a political movement of young people who want this place to be a socialist utopia.
Is there any obvious magic going on in the place? I don't know, like pink torches or like...
Most of the lights are glow orbs. Most of the, they don't... This is an asteroid floating through space with magical atmosphere. Anything that uses oxygen other than breathing is generally frowned upon as a waste. So most of the lighting is magical. Other than that, and the low grade, everything around you is magic from the place you are. You don't sense anything in particular.
Okay. Is there anybody with room at their table that's having a heated discussion?
Not really. They're all huddled together. Like, you would obviously be butting in if you went to one of them.
Right. Okay. All right. Fuck it. I'm gonna roll over to the nearest table and I'm gonna Riker maneuver into a nearby chair.
All right. Cool. And how are you doing this? Are you being friendly? Are you being aggressive? What exactly are you doing to get yourself ensconced in this conversation?
Yes. Friendly, aggressive.
All of that. Aggressively friendly.
Because I'm intimidating. So, I mean, +5 and advantage. So, fuck it.
All right. So you're basically sitting down and being like, hey, motherfuckers, talk to me. Or, it's better to have me as a friend than an enemy as you sit down.
Pretty much.
All right. I will buy that as initial interaction. You are, just to be clear, right? This will color the way people in this place interact with you. You're basically saying, I'm the biggest, baddest thing in this room, and you want to be my friend. And that's the sort of thing you're doing as you sit down. Is that?
I mean, with
because normally it would be persuasion or whatever. You were intimidating them into liking you.
I have to, yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me that roll. You get it with advantage. All right, dirty 22. You Riker your ass over one of those chairs. You sit down, and you meet every one of them with your eye, and they're all just rapt at whatever you're saying, and they're like, nobody wants to disagree with you, and nobody wants to. Can we buy you a drink? And Aurora and 13579 are sitting at the bar, just kind of like chuckling to themselves, watching this.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, there was a firework. Absolutely, I'll take a drink, and I'd love to know about what is the hot topic tonight of discussion.
I mean, same as every night. We need to get rid of the fucking monarchy.
And how are we going to do that?
I have no idea. So he points to some friends over there, like, they think we should kill them all. That didn't go well. Last time we tried it, they killed most of us. Surprising that we all lived. It's just that, the rich people need people to do their work for them, like clean their houses and shovel their shit. So I don't think that's going to work. It's got to be, we got to win hearts and minds. We got to make it worthwhile for the merchants. We got to make it worthwhile for the merchants to not be under the boot heel of the prince.
Well, there's a festival in 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if there could be some sort of demonstration or some sort of mercantile, as you said, persuasion of the merchants, some kind of mercantile bonus during that festival.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I don't know. There's always a good... People love a good protest song.
I know just the person to write it. I just need to get her over here. She'll be here hopefully tomorrow night. Are you going to be here tomorrow night?
Yeah, we're here every night. Not much else to do on this damn rock. We shovel shit during the day and drink at night.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have a friend who's a keen lyricist. I'm going to get her here hopefully tomorrow. And I have another friend who, I don't know, she creates delicacies to expand the mind and relax
she makes
the
drugs.
senses.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, now bring him. We like some drugs. We like some drinking.
Cool.
Oh my god. In my back, I'm literally sitting here like, oh my god, you're forming Rage Against the Machine to perform on an asteroid. All right. Let me, I'm going to take DM's fiat because I want the party all back together again so we can all interact. So at this point, you're all going to meet back up at the Happy Beholder at the end of the day. Maudit, after they take their 10%, because I did go back and watch, and they told you they would take 10%. It's 500, and you got rid of half of that because you spent time making the stuff for Pepsi. So you got 200. You made 250 gold today. You will make 500 tomorrow if you do the same thing all day tomorrow.
Cool.
We have a Star Cells.
When do
we
I
have a Star Cells? Holy shit.
When do I sell my extra pocket shit?
Go ahead, you can do it now if you want. And I'll let you keep your cauldron.
Yeah.
Let me turn on a Theris. Holy shit, it's a Star Cells.
I'm actually here.
It changes to 10%. Hold on. Let me do the math.
It's nice to have you.
Yay. Do we want to have... This scene shouldn't be too long. Do we want to have this scene before break since she just joined and we don't want to go right to break?
Yeah. I'm just hanging out until break starts. Or break in.
Right. So what was the last game you played? What's the last thing you remember?
I don't know. I think I actually only missed one game, but there were a whole bunch of games that were rescheduled, canceled.
Okay. All right. Let me give you the rundown. You're on an asteroid called the Rock of Brawl. It's split
I don't remember
into
that.
You do or don't?
I do not.
Right, because that's what happened. We got there last game. We explored a little bit. You docked the Moist Pleasure barge at the docks, and Pepsi and Hiccup and Maudit are in the low market selling Maudit's wares, trying to make some money.
Okay.
Pepsi went to find a brothel because they have the ear of both high and low people, and she is trying to get more information from them. Hiccup bought some books and is sitting under Maudit's stall reading the books. Senzan went to several different places and has booked a performance for tomorrow night for Senzan and perhaps more of the band. And let's see, Aurora is with Senzan, and one of the space drow that you were fighting with on your spelljamming vessel surrendered to you, and his name is 13579. You found out that he's a clone, much like all of their shock troopers. And he is with Aurora and Senzan exploring the city, wearing one of those little badges that you guys all got for the dance at Strixhaven these many months ago.
Nice.
Now, you are all meeting back after this first half day on the Rock of Baral at a bar called the Happy Beholder, which is indeed run by a beholder called Luigi.
Got it.
And you are all now back at the the Happy Beholder. It's about 9-10 o'clock. Prime party time. Things will start to wind down in an hour or two, but you guys can all sync up and figure out how your day went and what the hell's going on. And then we'll take our break, and then we will proceed after that with the meeting that Sithis has set up with someone in the Information Brokers Guild.
Alrighty.
All right,
Thank you
welcome
for the rundown.
Welcome back to the Happy Beholder. Ella, was there anything else Pepsi wanted to do at the Gossamer Chateau before? I'm sorry I glossed over that. I just remembered. So you were still there.
I was just gonna get information, but I wasn't exactly sure what questions I was gonna ask. So can we just like assume that it went great and I was super charming? And
sure. I'll give you 3 or 4 pieces of information right now that actually, and we'll assume you're going to share these with the party.
Yes. So y'all, here's what I've been up to and what I learned.
So the first thing you learned is that the prince and the royal family look just like Maudit. They are Eladrin.
Just like
they're
okay,
green.
so
they're elves with green skin. The second thing you've learned, and you didn't know that Senzan also learned this, was that the prince controls the flow of air to the high, middle, and low districts, and obviously the rich people get better air. And people are kind of pissed about that. You learned that Lake Brawl goes all the way through, from the top to the bottom. So if you actually swim deep enough through Lake Brawl, you come out in Lake Brawl underside.
Whoa.
You learned that the nicest, the most expensive restaurant, theater, bar in the high city is called the Man o' War. And you also learned about, and you guys can all think about this for a second. You learned about the 4 factions. Who else but, the people at the Gossamer Chateau, Pillow Talk, right? You learned exactly what the 4 factions are. Criminal factions here on the Rock that sort of keep the prince in check, and it's this delicate balance of power between these 4 guilds and the prince and the military. Let me bring that back up. And those guilds are... Let's see. I do that all the time.
The delicate balance of power. Delicate balance of power between the prince and the military is like what exactly?
So the prince, whose name is Brilliant Monarch, Prince Andrew. Oh God, Andrew. Prince Andrew. Right.
Andrew.
And his military And it's a balance between them and these 4 guilds that sort of control certain parts of the city. They operate a lot like you would expect a thieves guild to operate. So, the Jugglers Guild, right? They are, they represent the pickpockets, the people that, the cat burglars. These people know how to get in and out of places, and if you want something procured for you, the Jugglers can get it for you. You also heard about the... these people are called Underbarons, by the way. Underbarons, B-A-R-O-N. There is no name for the Halflings Guild. But the description you were given of the person who runs this guild matches exactly the person that you met with Maudit, who rented her the stall in the low market. So you and Maudit have, you're pretty sure, met the head of the Halflings Consortium, right? There is one, the Osmata Guild. Say that again?
Do we have a good relationship with that person?
The last time you and Maudit met that person, the last thing you heard them say was, "Oh, and we take 10%, and if you don't pay, we'll break your kneecaps and take all your money." Okay, but if you pay, you're probably fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Osmata's Guild, these are the assassins. You never want to meet any of them. Nobody knows really who's a member, but stay the fuck away from Osmata. O-Z-M-A-T-A. And finally, this is more a myth or a legend. People believe it, and there's got to be some truth to it because it would have gone away by now, this myth, right? That there is somewhere within the rock, in the caverns carved into the Rock of Brawl, the unknowable one, a mind flayer that grants... There's a mind flayer? Somewhere carved in, and maybe it's not real, maybe it's somebody posing as a mind flayer, maybe it is, you don't know. This is like the 4th guild, the Shadow Guild, and it's shrouded. Nobody knows what they do, but people say that they wield more power than the other 3 guilds. Nobody's ever met a member that none of the folks at the Gossamer Chateau have ever slept with anyone or had a client that was a member of that guild, the Unknowables.
So the Unknowables, what exactly do we know about them?
Nothing. They're unknowable. No, yeah, really. Like okay. They're a shadow guild. You're not even sure they exist, but people seem to believe they do.
Okay.
So that's the information you've gleaned and related back to the party.
Like they believe they exist, but like, and like, are they notorious for something? Have they?
They're notorious for being shadowy and secretive.
Oh, okay. They sound boring as fuck.
I mean, in your experience as a bard, hearing stories, telling tales, right? This sounds exactly. Hey, thanks for the Raiders, folks. In your experience as a bard, these stories sound like exactly what someone would do if they wanted, if they didn't want people to poke into their business. Ooh, we're shrouded in mystery and secretive. Don't look too close at us.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So those are the things that you've learned from your trip this afternoon. I'm gonna, unless Senzan wants to go through them, we can just say you guys all go ahead. I'm gonna step back, let you guys role play, and decide what you want to do.
So, the kids at the Jugglers want to take some action. They just need. They're the energy. They just need. Ooh, somebody's got some fireworks.
I know, you can hear it through my microphone. They're shooting up right next door to me.
Yeah, I'm under fire at the moment. I apologize.
Yeah, the kids at the Jugglers, I mean, they're kindling ready to be ignited, to change the way things are here. But they don't want violence. They want to go to the money. They want to do something, you know, entice and change the merchant level, which is smart. So there's a festival in 3 weeks. So music is definitely a way, you know, to get to a crowd and to get a message across kind of benignly, but subversively. So I don't know. I'm just brainstorming here. I'm an idea person.
Yeah, Pepsi could totally like write some really good music that like subliminally like, you know, like brainwashes people, I think.
I mean, with the right mental state, music can activate almost a sense of programming in a person.
Yeah, and you can like make drugs to have them get into that mental state.
Yeah.
Could stick little subliminal messages into the lyrics.
Yeah. I was checking my spells to see if I had anything, but we need like a super punk rock fight song.
Yes, yeah.
Like an anthem.
All right. No, Aurora's, you know, she's just plucking out some things on her loot behind you, and she's like, "We could do that, Pepsi. We could definitely do that. We could incite people to do things."
Oh yeah, let's incite the fuck out of some people.
Pepsi, Ella, what college is Pepsi? Do you remember what college of Bard?
Don't recall.
Hold on, I'm gonna look. Aurora is
Someone's a swords bard, right?
She is a member of the College of Lore, so she's basically a scholar bard. So she likes to tell stories in her songs and things. But, you know, maybe she could help you concoct a song that tells a story of an ancient rebellion that succeeded.
Yeah.
If you go under features and traits, it'll be in there.
Oh, there it is. Okay, bard. College. Oh, College of Valor.
So you're the inspire people to kick ass bard. Got it. So, you know, Aurora's basically saying, you know, between the two of us, we could tell a rousing story about a historical great victory, and you could make people take action on it.
Yeah. Let's write that song.
Everybody give me a perception check.
As we wander down the worst path.
As you have this discussion in a bar about overthrowing the government of a place you just arrived at.
We're college students. What else are we supposed to do?
Yeah, we're freaking dumb, man.
Yeah.
You guys are all pretty sure no one is listening in on your conversation.
Okay, I rolled a natural 20, so like.
Yeah, and I'm saying you're pretty certain no one is. Make from that what you will. You're like, yeah, I don't think anybody's really listening to us because we're newcomers. You know, you are certainly not the weirdest thing around here, and yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we take our little break and then close down the bar and meet with Sithis' contact?
I want to make sure that I have paid my fees as I left for the day.
Okay. You did indeed, and you paid them to the person that introduced themselves to you as, I think, Jonas. But you'll find out, you know, 20 minutes from now from Pepsi that they match the description of the head of the Halflings Guild.
Perfect. Well, I just wanted to make sure that I was all paid up.
Yep. All right, cool. We're going to take a little break, and we will come when we come back. The Happy Beholder will close for the evening, and you will all go to meet Sithis' and Luigi's contact at the Mercana Guild, is it? Let me make sure I got that right. Mercane. Sorry, thank you. Mercane Guild. Cool. We'll be back in 5. So everybody hit the bathroom, refresh your drink, repack your pipe, do whatever it is you're going to do, and we'll see you momentarily. Balls. And one of them will, as a favor to Dragomir, teleport you to and from Saltmarsh should you wish to go.
And if you twerk, we twerk, they twerk.
Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's a
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Sensen should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds,
wow. Okay, cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but the saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just keep seeing this ass is really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
A little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Well,
you
you
guys.
know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So, like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb-ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever. But occasionally, when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the
I'm
most
gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like, I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
Does she keep saying they're looking for a magic cock?
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
That's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not? I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic? That is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Sensen gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn, and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. You get the squirrel now. Do they have little chaps
I
on?
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably Klaka of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
Do pests have butts?
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Volo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute with a romanticore. I feel like I've earned it.
Oh boy. Ranta will kind of lean over to Dee Dee and say, "We have a group of manticores up ahead."
Oh yeah, I think the ranger wants to fuck one of them.
Not one. I mean, not anyone. Not a specific one.
Not one, all of them. Got it.
Like, poke me. FN. Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of swaying with the music too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking, like not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
Oh my god.
I can take them if I can be potion bitch.
Yeah. I feel like you kind of needed the potions the most so far. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Because it's my fault if they don't finish.
It's always your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's always the man's fault if women don't finish stuff.
She has a point.
She does have a point. I'm not going to fight that one because there's no way for me to win that one.
Nope,
You're a little bit outnumbered.
So in a flash of teleportation light, and there is no twerking unless you want there to be.
No. I'm twerking. Don't tell me I can't twerk. I'm just going to twerk if she wants to.
You can leave your cares behind because if your friends don't twerk.
Is there like Doctor Who noises as she twerks through the universe?
Jesus.
Hey,
funny.
At least you don't hear the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky, moist whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
How did you make it worse? Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think, is it milky actually in there?
They are milky white tentacles. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Rather you didn't.
Lots of D words.
All the
Dazzling
D-words.
Dee Dee.
Dazzling
Oh
Dee Dee.
dear God.
That's her Vegas name.
Dump truck Dee Dee.
She got that dump truck.
She got that dumpy.
Yep.
She kind of thick for a goblin.
You actually managed to. I have no idea why. What are we talking about? Hi, we're back. Hello, friends.
Hi.
Hello.
Balls.
Oh.
All right, so you guys you're catching up with each other. You're congratulating Maudit, who made 250 gold today.
Plus 1,000.
Plus 1,000 for selling a couple of potions, some purple worm stinger, some dragon guts, some
Antitoxin, just some bits and bobbles I had lying around.
You are all incredibly frightened of whatever the fuck Maudit and Hiccup store in their bags of holding. Like none of you ever want to stick your hands in whatever the hell Maudit and Hiccup store in their bags of holding.
I figure if we really need something, they'll just turn it upside down and dump it on the floor.
Yeah. And it'll fall out with a squelching, plopping sound.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It will be very wet.
I love you. All right. You are sharing you're catching up with each other. You're sitting sharing drinks in the Happy Beholder, and the place starts closing down for the night. Luigi is there. Sithis is there. Some of the bar staff are there hanging out. Trying to find... Ooh, there we go. The bar finally closes. The staff are... There's a couple still floating around. And Sithis comes over to your table and says, so, who's coming to the meet tonight? Are we all going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Aurora says she escorts 13579 back to the ship because, as you've realized, those brooches only last for 8 hours.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So she's going to take him back to the ship, and you five will be on your own for the meeting this evening with Sithis. You make your way out of the Happy Beholder and through the darkened, quiet streets of the Rock of Brawl. And eventually, you walk past the great market that's all closed for the night, Juggler's Folk Hall. You walk past the festival grounds, and the air gets pure and sweet and clean as you make your way into the high city. And by the way, I've changed this from your map. The Mercane Agency is in the high city now, just so you know.
It's like going to Michigan. The quality of your air depends on your socioeconomic status.
Imagine that. Imagine that role playing is an you know, sort of a mirror to society.
No.
Imagine that there's a plot, that there's a subplot in our game about creating a socialist utopia for the people who want to fuck everybody else. Anyway.
Fuck the man.
You finally arrive at the Mercane Agency. Is anyone trying to not be seen? Is anyone trying to do anything on your way there? Like, Sithis he's not being blatantly obvious, but he is definitely trying not to be seen. He's got a black cloak. It's up over his head.
I mean, I just generally am wearing all black.
I'm generally stealthy. I could do a stealth check, I suppose, if
anyone,
little.
Is anyone not trying to be stealthy? Or, you know, just doesn't give a shit?
No. I would doubt it.
All right, then. Why don't you all give me a stealth check and give me those numbers, and we'll do a group stealth check.
Wow, that is a.
That was great,
19.
Pepsi.
Wait, but I roll at advantage.
Yeah, if you are symbioted up, I think you do, right?
Yeah. Okay, so that's 15.
Cool. None of you believe anyone is following you or watching you. As you finally arrive to the Mercane Agency. Hold on. I gotta pull up my notes. For the high city, this is a pretty inconspicuous building. It's well constructed, but mostly of that igneous stone that everything is constructed of here. And there is a brass plaque next to the door. It is wood, but not gilded in metal or gold or anything. And it simply says, the Mercane Agency. Sithis knocks at the door, gently, quietly. And after a moment, the door opens and a very, very tall figure ushers you inside. The door closes behind you, and inside you see a mostly empty room. There's a few tables, chairs around those tables in overstuffed, what looks to be leather, that ox blood, deep, rich leather. This looks very wealthy inside the building. There doesn't appear to be a desk. It looks like a traditional British gentleman's club, and not that kind of gentleman's club.
Oh, it's like we found the third strip club.
Yes. The person who let you in is about 15 feet tall, with deep, deep gray, bordering on bluish skin. Sithis' neck is craning back and says, Cadmiel, thank you. Thank you for letting us in and seeing us. We have some business for you. And the voice that comes out of this individual is mellifluent and flowing. It sounds like comfort. Their voice is soothing. And they say, welcome, friend. Have a seat. Who are your friends? They are also welcome. What is it
I
we
am
can do
totally
for you?
picturing a 15-foot tall Morgan Freeman right now. With bluish
That's
gray
not bad.
skin.
I want everyone to give me history. History check, friends. This is, you learned about this race in school.
19.
That
Your
would
DC
be a 3.
All right, keep going.
26.
Your DC is a 20 for this one, by the way. So Hiccup is going to know.
Of course, I know it's history.
I think I slept in that day.
Don't worry, Theris. I took detailed notes.
All right. Hiccup is, and I'm going to say this, and Hiccup can decide what she wants to share with everybody else. You've heard about Cadmiel's race. They are, and it clicks. The second you see him, it clicks in your brain. The Mercane Society, the Mercane Agency, is not just the name of the agency. These are celestial beings that serve a god of commerce. These are honest to God celestials who serve a god whose prime sphere is fair commerce. There's a difference between, wheedling and haranguing, and this is the god. They serve a god of fair trade.
And go, he's a celestial. And I look at Theris like, uh-oh.
There's just kind of making a face like, I don't know about this.
Cadmiel looks down at all of you and says, oh, I see. You know who I am. That's most interesting. Most here don't. Sithis, why have you brought them here? I need all of you to give me a perception check before we go any further.
I
13.
have decided to give myself borrowed knowledge in perception.
All right.
I got a 22.
Hiccup, what did Hiccup get?
I only got 15.
All right. Pepsi's. Go ahead, what do you?
14, and then what was the inspiration from Pepsi? What died?
I mean, she doesn't know to give you inspiration right now, and inspiration only lasts a couple of minutes. It only lasts a couple of minutes, remember?
Boo. Okay, well, I got...
However, you're not going to know, but Pepsi will be able to share this. Hey, Pepsi.
Yeah?
The shadows are moving a little strangely behind Cadmiel. Oh, fuck. He's bonded with the symbiote. Are you saying anything to the party right now?
Who's closest to me?
Hiccup. You and Hiccup are always, either she's riding on your horns or she's standing nearby.
That's true.
Yeah.
Remember when Suzanne started acting kind of weird and I know what's going on with her. And we all kind of figured it out. Everything was fine. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay extra close attention and tell me if you notice.
I'm gonna actually. I feel like Hiccup's like, maybe Pepsi noticed because she's tall, so I'm gonna like scamper up onto Pepsi's horns.
to see if I can get a better look.
Okay. Pepsi's not wrong. You see that the shadows twist a little bit behind him in a way that shadows normally wouldn't.
Can I talk to my little symbiote guy and be like, hey, is that guy friendly?
As soon as you say that, everyone else who has a symbiote starts to hear a whisper and a susurration from their own symbiotes. Like is calling to like. They want to be known, they want to be seen, and they want to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Do whatever you guys gotta do.
Cadmiel sits down at the table, beckons you all to sit in the lovely overstuffed chairs, and smiles at you and says, "Welcome. You bear lost souls. It is so wonderful to meet you."
Yeah. How'd you get yours?
We have been bonded for, in your language, the word would be millennia.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. That's
wow.
a really long time.
How did you come to bear these lost souls?
Broke them out of their little prison that the space elves were using to power their ship.
The Xerixians, yes. A plague upon the galaxy. Why are you here? Why have they brought you here?
The place that we were learning, our college, our university, got attacked and we escaped. So we're kind of like refugees. But we're like very powerful, you know? So we're like powerful refugees.
I see. And your purpose? You have no further purpose? It was simply... It was simply flight?
Yeah, we kind of just roll with the punches, you know? Like, we went, we defeated a dragon on this one place, and they're like, oh, okay, here's, we're gonna give you a helm now, so that you can operate your ship. And we were like, oh, cool. And then someone else was like, hey, do you want to go visit this, thing? And we were like, okay, cool. And we went there, and then we got the nabs to this place, and we were like, oh, cool, another place to visit. We might as well go there as well.
I see.
I mean, we are college students, and our college blew up.
Yeah, we got nowhere to go, so we're just exploring this is like our gap year.
Yeah,
our college.
At this point, all of you who are bonded with the symbiote get this overwhelming urge. You're supposed to go somewhere now. You're not sure why, how, or where, but the symbiotes want you to take them home. It's finally become clear to you that their overarching desire, and now it's possible that it might be fulfilled, meeting someone who might know the location of their homeworld, they want to go home.
How do we get you home?
Are you talking to the symbiote?
Yeah.
So, in roundabout ways, you all have had this conversation. Where are you from? What's your purpose? You know, who are you as a race? And, you know, a lot of what you've gotten from them is, we don't know, we were taken, you know, we were fractured and split off from our consciousness. We don't know where we're from. And now they have this hope that they've met someone who is also bonded with a symbiote, that this person might be able to tell them that.
So we need to ask him.
How did you get your symbiote? Where did yours come from? And where Where do they come from?
My lord outside of time gave me one. He bonded me with it when I was created, so that I would understand that we are all connected at all times. Is that not why you have yours?
Well, like she said, we rescued them because they were being used as a tool. So no, not so much. Where do they come from, though?
He smiles and says, "We'll have that discussion soon. I know your lost souls are anxious to return. However, the Xerixians would obliterate planets for that knowledge, and until I am certain that you do not have any intention of sharing this information with the Xerixians, or whether willingly or unwillingly, that knowledge must remain with me. Rest assured that I, too, would like to see your lost souls return to where they come from."
Got it.
All of that said, it is wonderful to meet all of you. I understand you have some work for me as a scribe. If a celestial could be snide and snarky, this is how it would look. He's not really very good at it. He's saying, I'm going to forge some shit for you. That's what you get from him. What is it that Sithis requires? What do you, Sithis, require of me tonight? Sithis asks him, pulls out a nav deck, one of the nav decks he recovered from the Krasnautiloid. Says, I think they've got one that they want copied too. Yeah? And says, I need you to make a copy of this, for my records. And, see how much you can get for that one. But I need a good copy. And he turns to you guys. I'm assuming you want the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, is anyone trying to pursue... Cadmiel says that would be 10,000 for my services, and I should be able to get between 15 and 20 for the actual item.
He said 5,000.
Out of character? Yes, the DM did say that.
Are we getting swindled right now?
It seems a little steep.
You are literally negotiating with the servant of a god of commerce. Maybe negotiate a little.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna look him in the eye, and I'm gonna straight up say, I was told 5,000.
Ah, yes, I'm sure you were. He looks at Sithis and smiles and says, the materials will cost me at least 4, and my time will not be insignificant. It will take me at least, and I'm going to wink at Senzan, 3 weeks to make the copy.
Ooh.
If you really want to have this haggling, tell me who's doing it and how you want to do it.
I mean, obviously it has to be me.
Yep.
My persuasion skills are not fabulous.
I'm gonna...
And I don't like
Bardic
gods
Inspiration.
of commerce or whatever that
Bardic
is.
Inspiration. Well, you already have it.
Well,
Right.
remember,
No,
when you give
it
someone Bardic
expired.
Inspiration, it only works for a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought it was me, kind of like.
But you know that this check is coming. You know that, Maudit is going to negotiate with this dude, or at least try to. And by the way, you don't know this angel, for lack of a better word, you don't see any wings, is completely sexless. Not confused between one or the other. Like, it just looks like an it. And Cadmiel is trying to... Who's negotiating? What you doing? Who's making the roll?
I'm absolutely negotiating.
Okay. What do you want to go? When he says 10,000, what are you offering?
I'm offering 5,000, which was the going rate, and I was told he was a fair service provider.
All right. Give me a persuasion check against... let's see. What am I going to roll? I'm going to roll... You know what? I'm just going to set a DC. So you're trying to have him, right? I've set a DC if you're trying to have him.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll. Would Madame like to spend her inspiration for the evening on that roll?
Yes, please.
I just gave you bardic inspiration.
And
Okay.
right, so you can roll a D8 after you make your roll.
No.
Is it D8 for at your level bard, Ella?
I think it's D8, yeah.
It's D8, yeah.
All right, roll a D8. Don't get a 1. Your DC was 20, Madame. You have hit your 20. He will come down to 7,500. I will raise your DC and make you roll again if you want to keep haggling. I'm just giving you an idea of what the mechanics will look like. But he's knocking off 25% of the cost.
I'll do 7,500 and I'll try to haggle again and we do cash on delivery.
All right.
Because then I'll have another inspiration.
He holds out his hand directly to Maudit and says, let us seal the deal. And his hand is glowing, by the way. You are making a deal with a servant of a god of commerce. Are you shaking the servant of the god of commerce's hand?
I do not like the glowiness. I would like to see the contract first.
Oh, you're one of those. He smiles. And he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a document, and puts it down in front of you. Rakes a fingernail across his thumb. A little bit of blood comes out. It is blue, by the way. And he squishes his thumb on the bottom and hands it to you. It says, please, I'm sure it will be exactly to your satisfaction. It is exactly that. You remember Maudit. Maudit has asked for a contract. It is ironclad. There is nothing in this contract that gives you room to leeway, renegotiate later. You could refuse to sign it. Showing up later and asking to renegotiate would probably be a breach of this contract.
I feel like I'm getting billed for this stuff.
I mean, your DM just happens to be a contract attorney.
I am offended by this, but that just means that I will have to somehow get 2,500 gold out of Sithis, which I'm pretty sure I can. So I sign it.
Excellent. And he says, in the interim, I can feel your lost souls and their desire. We must be very careful. This is a time of beginnings and endings. I require a service. Come back. Like, you see, his head goes back, his eyes roll back, and he comes forward and says, come back in 36 hours, and I will have a task for you. Complete the task, and we will do our best to return these lost souls home. You will have proven yourself no friend of the Zyrixian Empire.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Me and Elmer only say those guys. Zyrixian.
Sithis has been watching all of this. You know, he never even knew you guys had symbiotes. He doesn't know what they are. He's just like, what the fuck is going on? So he's looking around like, we done here? Cadmiel stands
We're
up.
done here, but we're not done.
Cadmiel stands up and asks if you have any other questions before he begins work. Yes,
I
bird
have a
woman.
question. Can I watch you do this?
No, you may not.
Are you sure?
Yes. Should someone create a nav deck incorrectly, a fine blood mist spread throughout the multiverse is the least damaging result.
Just saying, I have an ability called expert duplication.
He doesn't know that, and he's basically telling you that if you try to duplicate what he's doing, you will probably blow up Starjamming, yeah. You will probably blow up vessels.
I don't think I would. I think that I am built different.
Like a god.
And also, I think that if we make some forged nav decks and I make them and Modit sells them, then it's not our problem what happens afterwards.
Wow.
I mean, I've got a few more days.
Stone cold.
At the market.
Oh, God. That is dark. He is adamant. They are adamant about not letting you watch. Not only do they not want to be responsible for poorly training someone on how to basically blow up your spelljamming vessel and leave a fine, sentient paste throughout the galaxy, but
It's sentient.
remember, servant of a god of commerce. He might... Hiccup is very, very smart. Hiccup is smart enough to know that is about 50% of his objection. The other 50% is, pay me, bitch.
Yeah, you said fair commerce, and this asshole just doubled his price on me.
No, so he said fair commerce, but he wants to have a monopoly on making nav deck forgeries, huh? I see
Look,
how it is.
It's a cave girl. Anyway.
Hi.
They're all waiting
licking.
on you. Oh my god, I like it when you lick me.
Is DM licking a sport?
DM licking is only a sport for you.
Mom and Dad, no.
All right, I'll be in soon. I love you.
Love you too.
All right, I'm sorry. Please rewind before my lovely wife so rudely interrupted, or so lovely interrupted us.
Lickingly
Interrupted us. What was the question, Hiccup?
I said that, he's all about fair commerce, but here we are, him trying to create a monopoly on making nav decks and not letting me in on the fucking deal. So, I don't think that's quite fair.
Are you going to offer to become... You are smart enough to know that maybe if you offered to apprentice yourself to him and pay a hefty amount for that, he might accept.
I'm poor.
They might accept. What's that?
I'm poor.
We can't even afford the 5,000. How the fuck are we supposed to apprentice? There you go.
Furied Fate, what is that clip? Do I even want to know what that clip is?
See, I'm licking.
God.
Yep.
Thank you. All right.
No, it's fine. I'll just do this on my own. I'll do my own research.
Which will just result in a lot more murder.
A lot of deaths. A lot of deaths gonna happen.
I kind of feel like if he really knew that much about commerce, he would be willing to take on such a brilliant unpaid intern instead of having her pay to do an apprenticeship.
I'd be helping him. I'd be making him money.
All he needs to do is submit a report so that she can get a grade result on her transcript.
Ella, what was Pepsi about to say?
Can you describe the place we're in?
You are in, remember it was the British Gentlemen's Club, the overstuffed chairs, the fireplace, the bookshelves.
With Mr. God of Commerce guy.
The representative, like you did Hiccup remembered learning about this race. They are celestials that are servants of a god of commerce.
Yeah.
Are there any
powerful?
Is that like a real god of commerce, though?
There's like 4 of them. There's you know, there's the dwarven god of commerce is all about the gold. The human god of commerce is all about, you know, moving civilization across the... This thing dawns on Theris as she's thinking about this. The human god of commerce is all about moving humanity and building humanity across the planet. Oh, and out into the stars. Oh. Right? The elven god of commerce is all about art and beauty and trading for beautiful things. So, you know, those are the 3 main... I will say that there is probably a halfling god of commerce that is all about, you know, serving the community, and you should be paid for that.
They sound like a bunch of greedy fuckers. I don't know. I don't trust these guys.
It really depends on how your character feels about gods in general, right? If your character worships gods, then they're absolutely right. If your character thinks gods are a plague, I think you all are. I think one of you is, you know...
All the other gods are kind of a plague, right?
Like, my stance on gods is that, like, I think I've got a little one or a future one nesting in my hair sometimes. So that's all.
Oh, that is true.
I mean, Pepsi was basically put through this amazingly harrowing experience because a god just decided at some point when she was born that you were the savior of some shit.
That's true. Okay, I do, I guess, have, like, a direct relationship with a god. But, like, I try not to get weird about it, you know? It's my relationship, not something I need to proselytize.
I mean, you've spoken directly to Karamitra. Karamitra was having a conversation. Karamitra, the goddess of harvests, is responsible for your clones that were attending Strixhaven while you were in Theros doing, you know, saving the world shit.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. They took all my life experiences away from me.
She's a really nice auntie. She takes such good care of us. I love that god. Anyway.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to ask Cadmiel before we end this encounter and have you guys... where are you sleeping tonight?
Weren't we sleeping at the Happy Beholder?
I mean, you could get rooms there, or you could get... actually, if you... Senzan, if you are intent on performing tomorrow at the Red Masks Guild, they will give you the rooms tonight for you and your party.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot closer, I think, to where we are, too.
Ooh, and it's luxury.
Luxury.
It's
yes.
Because you know we don't be in our rooms.
It is much nicer than your hammocks hanging in the hold on the Moist Pleasure Barge.
I can make any place nice and great for me to sleep in as long as I have enough blankies and feathers.
And Money can make any place awful and smelly to sleep in. Just because she's very talented.
Which is why you never stick your hand into the manure bag of holding. Never mind.
It keeps everything a pleasant temperature.
I've probably slept in all sorts of weird places, so nothing really bothers me.
All right. So shall I assume you are either going... Tell me, do you want to go back to the Happy Beholder and pay for rooms, or do you want to go back to the...
Yeah, let's go to my place.
Free
right.
shit. We're saving up.
All right. You go back to... You all... Senzan wants to take you to meet her new friend at the Red Masks Guild House. And what was her name? Cyrilla?
It was like mine.
Saren?
Cyril?
Yes. It was...
Saren?
God damn it. I didn't write it fucking down. But we're gonna take care of this now, otherwise we're gonna end up with another Sithis the Younger. Syrian. She's an Eladrin who runs... There it is. I did write it down.
Look at you. Who would have thought?
And imagine that. Who would have thought that this is the one place that's still hopping at 2 a.m. All the young people who are bitching about the monarchy are still there. The place is still open. The proprietor, Syrian, is still serving drinks. And you go on in. Now, I have a question for the players. It is the night before the 4th of July, but I know some people have to work tomorrow. There will be an encounter here at night if we choose to do this. Do you want to do it now, or do we want to wait until next time? All right. I see Clover B.
Oh.
I've been trying really hard not to yawn.
All right.
So I should probably wait till next time.
Yeah, my bedtime is in 15 minutes.
Yeah. So let's Aurora joins you there. After she swapped out one of your pins for somebody else's. So you actually have 6 of these illusion pins. So technically, 13579 can actually have 3 of these pins and just swap them out every 8 hours. So he is there with Aurora waiting for you. Senzan, you told him that's where you're going to meet later. You guys are catching up. You're filling Aurora in on what you learned about the Celestial Cadmiel, the relationship with your symbiotes, and what's going on here on the Rock of Brawl. So go ahead and have a chat, and then we will call it. Is there anything you guys want to talk about?
I of course want to give Sithis shit for falsely misrepresenting the price.
Look, he says, look, the price is the price. I sometimes it's that, sometimes it's higher.
Yeah, and sometimes the charge to get out of Death Door is an extra 1,000 gold.
How to get
Please pay up. You saved your life twice. Please pay the fee.
You're extorting me for 1,000 gold?
Wait,
Anybody else, does anyone else have a response to that? Are you all just sitting there watching this happen? I'm
like,
not
yeah, pay up.
Bob?
If I
Not
had
Bob, this is
popcorn,
Sithis.
I
This
would
is
just pull it out right now.
the dude whose brother you seduced.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me an intimidation check.
Can we give her advantage for?
Are you all like literally looming behind Maudit trying to intimidate this poor little gnome?
I'm definitely looming. I'm like, come on.
I don't know how a 3-foot tall bird looms, but sure.
She has a symbiote, so
I do. Maybe my symbiote's like making my shadow appear greater.
Actually, if you're intimidating, sure.
Oh, motherfucker.
Was that with advantage? That wasn't with advantage.
Oh, it wasn't with advantage.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Woohoo!
Table talk. Every one of you has a something good alignment except for, I believe, Maudit. Is that correct? Is that a true statement?
Yeah.
Sure.
You all really
No,
feel...
I'm chaotic neutral.
Oh, okay. So you don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if I had popcorn, I would just pull it out.
You don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But the other 3 of you kind of feel bad, like watching your friend extort somebody for money who actually saved your life this morning.
Money.
So I'm gonna let that go. You guys can have the interaction as you want.
I feel like Hiccup is like a child who is just easily influenced, and therefore, if Maudit's going to extort this man, she is 100% behind her on that. Alignment change.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
We can table the discussion for now and revisit it.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, man.
Good night's sleep and just kind of gets fresh in this new place we're in, orient.
And I will tell you, Sithis is genuinely scared of Maudit at this point. Like, you all see it. He is afraid that she is literally going to kill him. he puts a stack of gold on the table and says, I'll find my way back to the Grand Bazaar. And sort of starts backing away from the table and walking out the door.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to leave that tonight.
Damn.
There's a sack of 1,000 gold on the table that Maudit has gotten from Sithis, who is now like, ooh, fuck, and said, all right, I'll find my own way home. I think that's a lovely stopping point.
Money, though.
Let us start with, I'm going to start with Maudit tonight. Let us start with Maudit's confessional. How's Maudit feeling about what happened tonight?
Oh, well, I, as a player, am like, oh shit, that feels terrible. But I know that Maudit's like, I hate this guy. He fucked us over multiple times. Like, I don't care how he feels. He never actually paid us for doing anything that he wanted. And he just made something like 20,000 gold off of that one thing that we picked up for him. So 1,000 gold is a drop in the bucket. So Maudit's like, fuck you, I'm taking this gold. You lied to me about the price. But as a player, I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all.
No, that's the point, right? You're playing a character, you're playing somebody who's not you. How does Maudit feel about learning that the noble family is Eladrin?
I guess she hasn't super processed it. I mean, they're kind of everywhere.
There were no other Eladrin that you met at Strixhaven. Like, you guys pretty much live in the... Where do you live? In the Feywild, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, in encountering other Eladrin and noble Eladrin at that in deep space, you know, let Maudit process that between now and the next game, I think.
Yeah. I guess by everywhere in her brain, she's like, yeah, I mean, we're just fucking weird elves. So she hasn't seen them in person yet, so she hasn't processed it yet.
Cool. All right. Pepsi. How's Pepsi feeling about what happened tonight?
Pepsi doesn't love this guy. What was his name again?
Cadmiel? Or Sithis? The Celestial.
Yeah. But that's cool. She's she had a lot of fun hanging out with the hoes at the brothel. And I don't know why I haven't thought to go to a brothel before. Have I? Maybe I have. Seems out of character for me to not go straight to where the hoes are.
I think Piranha did it a bunch, but I don't think Pepsi did.
Okay. Well, yeah. She's excited to meet all these cool new friends. And
I mean, you actually got a lot of information for the party from people who have their ear to the street, so.
Yeah. And yeah, she feels a little bad for Sithis, but also Maudit makes a very good point. Like, the kind thing to do would have just been to volunteer to pay himself without having to have his life threatened. But here we are. Chivalry is dead. But he's not yet. And that's great for him.
All right, cool. Theris confessional. How's Theris feeling about what happened tonight?
Pretty indifferent. It's another interesting place with a lot of new things and people to see, but you know, it's this guy who's talking about, or it, whatever, talking about this god of fair commerce, and I don't know if I really buy into all that, but I really think he's making a big mistake not wanting to have Hiccup learn, because she would be an awesome intern. And I don't know, there was some craziness going on between Maudit and what's his name, Sithis, and he really shouldn't have necessarily told us that we were going to be paying half. It's not like it was a couple hundred more gold. It was like 5,000 more gold. So I can understand why Maudit is kind of pissed. But really, I'm just ready to go to bed at this point and continue our adventures in the morning.
All right, cool. Hiccup.
Oh, hold on. So, listen, I don't think Waddy was wrong in this, okay? I think she should have just, he should have just paid. She shouldn't have had to even intimidate him. But he wanted to be a little piss baby, and now look at this. We've severed ties. Honestly, I think that he deserved it. Just paid the money. And also, why didn't that guy want me as an apprentice? I'd be an amazing apprentice. I am a very quick learner. And now here we are. I'm going to go into my little room and I'm going to tootle away and try to make a nav deck. And who's going to die? Not me. Someone else, though, probably.
Hold on. Put your real face on for a second. That was fucking hilarious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Senzan, confessional.
So, being bonded with the symbiote is an amazing honor. But it's really, I'm realizing it's bringing out parts of me that, I don't know, like I just want to be friends. And it's like, this aggressive urge kind of comes out of me and it's almost a little beyond my control. So the whole day has my head spinning. I need to pray because unlike my friends, my mom was a priestess of Ilmater. I know it's weird, but it brings me peace. And I'm going to have to pray on this tonight.
I love it. Are we channeling Senzan? Of course we're channeling Senzan, and that was awesome.
Oh, you mean Senzin?
Yes. Sorry, I wasn't enunciating. I like Senzan channeling her dragonborn ancestor, the paladin. So, all right. Anybody want to add anything? Ella, where can we find you? You're talking to mute.
Fucking course I was. You can find me at elladarling.com. That is ELAdarling.com. And all of my things and parts and bits. It's only, but it's free. So you can, I don't know. I'm not posting a whole lot lately. I have some shit going on. But
please send me the video because I want that one video that's completely work safe.
Oh.
I'm dying. I'll play it on the stream before we start one night because it'll be fucking awesome.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you. And
everyone will laugh because it's funny as shit.
I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it's completely work safe.
Well, some of the words are not work safe, but it's work safe to view.
And so you can watch it on mute.
It's true. I am in my underwear also. So I guess it depends on your workplace.
I like you get pop-up ads for people in bikinis, so that's not a problem.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It all depends on where you work.
Madame will be streaming. She's going to go eat some dinner once we're done here, though. Since she's on the West Coast, she's got nothing else to do tonight because she likes streaming.
Yeah.
So at what time will we be starting this evening?
I'll probably be starting in like a half an hour, so like 7:45, 8 o'clock. I'm going to be streaming some Stardew. We're just going to have some cozy times.
Excellent. I highly recommend all of you please go watch Myriad later on tonight.
My little potion bottle candies.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got a full screening for those.
Ooh, what are those?
Oh, those are so cute.
Wait, hold on. Hiccup confessional. Hold them up. There we go. Are they in a D20 box? Potion candies in a D20 box?
They look like Flintstones vitamins, and now I want adult vitamins that look.
They kind of taste like it, honestly. Like they're not that good, but like, what do you expect?
All right. Awesome. Then we will see. We could talk offline, but I'm assuming we'll either be next week or the week after. We will see you same bat time, same bat channel next week. And by the way, let me add, on a personal note, it is always awesome when all of you are here because you guys interact. Like, it's fun to watch you guys interact, just for me. So, have a lovely evening. Thank you all for joining us. Wave good night, friends.
Balls.
Balls. Hold on, I gotta mute you.
Le balls.